A 19-year-old needs a ride to work. Omaha, Nebraska, June 2001. His car is in the shop. A coworker offers to pick him up, but not at his house. At a nearby high school, 8 blocks away. It's 11:15 a.m. Broad daylight. Residential neighborhood. He tells his parents he's leaving. Walks out the door. 8 blocks. Less than a mile. A 10-minute walk. He never arrives. No one sees him. No trace is ever found. He vanishes. In 8 blocks. In the middle of the day. Another night. Another mile. Another case that never closed. Tonight, Jason Anthony Jolkowski, 19 years old, college student, Omaha, Nebraska, June 13, 2001. He was walking to meet a coworker, 8 blocks from his house, through a quiet neighborhood. Nothing dangerous, nothing unusual, just a normal Wednesday morning. He left at 11:15 a.m. He should have arrived by 11:25 a.m. He never did. Somewhere in those 8 blocks, Jason Jolkowski disappeared. This is what we know. June 12, 2001, evening. Jason Jolkowski is at home, with his family, his parents, Jim and Kelly, his younger brother, Michael. They live in Omaha, north central part of the city, 48th and Bedford Streets, a residential area. Quiet, safe, middle-class neighborhood. Jason is a student, Iowa Western Community College, in Council Bluffs, Iowa, just across the border. He's also working, Fazoli's Italian restaurant, part-time, saving money for school. That evening, Jason gets a call from his manager. Can he work tomorrow? An extra shift, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Jason agrees, sure, no problem. But there's an issue. Jason's car, a 1992 Ford Tempo, it's in the shop. Transmission problems. Won't be ready for a few days. Jason needs a ride. He calls a coworker, a girl from Fazoli's. She agrees to pick him up, but not at his house, at Benson High School, a few blocks away, easier for her. On her route, Jason says okay. They agree on a time, 11:15 a.m. She'll be there. June 13, 2001, morning. Jason wakes up around 10:30 a.m. He gets ready. Shower. Clothes. His Fazoli's uniform, black pants, white shirt. He has breakfast. Talks to his mom. Kelly. She's working from home that day, in the basement, an office job. Jason tells her the plan. I'm walking to Benson High to get picked up. Kelly says okay. Be safe. 11:15 a.m. Jason grabs his wallet. His keys, a portable radio. He's listening to sports. Nebraska football. Big fan. He tells his mom, I'm leaving now. Kelly hears him from the basement. Okay, have a good shift. Jason walks out the front door. He's wearing black work pants, white shirt, a red Fazoli's visor, carrying the radio. He starts walking north on 48th Street toward Benson High School, 8 blocks away. The route is simple, straight north, residential streets, sidewalks the whole way, familiar territory. Jason has walked this route before, many times. He knows the neighborhood. It's safe. 11:25 a.m. Jason should be arriving at Benson High, the parking lot, where his coworker is supposed to meet him. But she's running late. Traffic. She arrives around 11:30 a.m. She pulls into the parking lot, looks around. No Jason. She waits. 11:35 a.m. Still no Jason. She's confused. Maybe he's inside? She checks, walks around. No sign of him. She tries calling his home phone. Kelly answers. Is Jason there? No, he left at 11:15 to meet you. The coworker is worried now. He's not here. Kelly is confused. He left 20 minutes ago to walk 8 blocks. Where is he? Kelly hangs up, calls Jason's cell phone. He doesn't have one. She calls the restaurant. Did Jason show up? No, he's not there. Kelly goes outside, looks up and down the street. No Jason. She gets in her car, drives the route, 48th Street, north to Benson High. Looking. She doesn't see him. She drives back. Checks side streets. Alleys. Nothing. She calls Jim. Jason's father. At work. Jason's missing. Jim comes home. They call the police. Omaha police respond. They take the report. Jason Jolkowski, 19 years old, missing since 11:15 a.m. Last seen leaving his house, walking to Benson High School, 8 blocks. He never arrived. Police begin a search. They walk the route, 48th Street, from Jason's house to the high school. They check every yard, every driveway, every alley. Nothing. They expand the search. Side streets, parallel routes. Maybe Jason took a different path. They find nothing. No Jason. No dropped items. No signs of struggle. Nothing. They interview neighbors. Did you see Jason? This morning, around 11:15 to 11:30 a.m. Most were inside, working, or not home. A few were outside, doing yard work, gardening. None saw Jason. One neighbor saw something. Maybe a white van parked on the street. That morning, around 11 o'clock or 11:30 a.m., he didn't think much of it. Assumed it was a worker, contractor, service vehicle. He didn't get a plate number, didn't see who was driving. Police investigate. They check for white vans in the area. Registered to locals dozens. They interview owners. All have explanations. All cleared, or not enough evidence. They investigate Jason's life, looking for enemies, conflicts, threats. Jason was well-like friendly, quiet. No known problems. No drugs. No debts. No trouble. He had a girlfriend, but they'd broken up months ago, amicably. She's devastated. Cooperative. Alibi confirmed. She didn't see Jason that day. Police look into recent activity. Had Jason been threatened, followed, harassed? His parents don't know of anything. Friends don't know. Jason seemed normal. Happy. Planning for the future. Excited about college. No signs of distress. Investigators check security cameras in the area. Businesses, homes. In 2001, not many. A few stores. A few banks. But none on 48th Street. None along Jason's route. No footage of him. They bring in search dogs. The dogs track Jason's scent from his house up 48th Street, about halfway, 4 blocks. Then the scent disappears, vanishes, as if Jason got into a vehicle or was taken. Police expand their search. They check abandoned buildings, construction sites, dumpsters, nearby parks, the river. Nothing. No trace of Jason. Weeks pass. Massive volunteer searches. Hundreds of people. Combing neighborhoods. Parks. Fields. Still nothing. And this is where the story gets strange. Jason disappeared in broad daylight, 11:15 a.m. on a Wednesday, from a residential neighborhood. People were home, doing yard work, walking dogs. Driving. But no one saw Jason. After he left his house. No one. Not a single witness. How? 8 blocks. Sidewalks. Houses on both sides. Cars passing. Yet no one saw a 19-year-old in a white shirt and red visor. Walking. It's impossible unless he didn't make it far. The search dogs tracked him 4 blocks, halfway to Benson High. Then the scent ended. This suggests a vehicle. Someone picked him up, or took him. But who and why didn't anyone see it? A struggle. A person being forced into a car. That would attract attention. But no one reported anything. No screams. No commotion. Nothing. This suggests Jason got into the vehicle willingly. Someone he knew. Someone he trusted. Or someone who tricked him. And there's something else. The portable radio. Jason was carrying it. Listening to it. When he left, it was never found. Not on the street. Not in a yard. Not anywhere. If Jason was attacked or grabbed, he'd drop it. But it's gone, along with everything else. His wallet. His keys. His visor. All missing. No evidence left behind. And there's the timing. Jason left at 11:15 a.m. He should have arrived by 11:25 a.m. That's a 10-minute window. 10 minutes. For someone to see Jason, approach him, take him, and disappear. Without anyone noticing. In a residential neighborhood. In the middle of the day. It's nearly impossible. Unless it was planned. Unless someone knew Jason's route. Knew his timing. Knew he'd be walking alone. Vulnerable. But who would know that? Only people close to Jason. Family. Friends. Co-workers. All investigated. All cleared. Or no evidence. Jason Jolkowski walked out his front door. In broad daylight. To walk 8 blocks. Somewhere in those 8 blocks. He vanished. No witnesses. No evidence. No trace. 23 years later. No one knows how. Theory 1. Jason was hit by a car. Accidentally. A driver wasn't paying attention. Hit him. Panic. Put Jason in the vehicle. Disposed of the body. Hid the evidence. This explains the sudden disappearance. The lack of witnesses. People don't always see accidents, especially if they happen quickly. But it doesn't explain the lack of evidence. No skid marks. No blood. No damaged vehicle reported. And it doesn't explain the scent trail. Dogs tracked him walking, not lying in the street. Theory 2. Jason was abducted by a stranger, a predator, driving through the neighborhood. Saw Jason. Young. Alone. Vulnerable. Stopped. Asked for directions. Or help. Jason approached. Was grabbed. Forced into the vehicle. This explains the randomness. The lack of motive. But it doesn't explain the lack of struggle. The lack of witnesses. Someone would have seen, or heard, something. Theory 3. Jason was taken by someone he knew, a friend, an acquaintance, someone he trusted. They drove by, saw him walking, offered a ride. Jason got in willingly. Then something happened. An argument. An attack. Jason was killed. The body hidden. This explains why he got into a vehicle. Why there was no struggle. But it doesn't explain who. Everyone close to Jason was investigated. Family. Friends. Co-workers. All cleared. Or not enough evidence. Theory 4. Jason is alive. He left voluntarily. For reasons unknown. Started a new life. New identity. He's out there. Somewhere. This explains the lack of a body. The lack of evidence. But it doesn't explain why. Jason was happy. Close with family. Excited about his future. No reason to leave. And it doesn't explain the silence. 23 years. No contact. No sightings. Nothing. Theory 5. Jason encountered construction workers. There was construction. In the neighborhood. Around that time. Crews working. Maybe Jason was mistaken for a worker. Told to get in a truck. Taken to a job site. Something went wrong. He was killed. Accidentally or intentionally. Body disposed of. This explains the white van. The timing. But it doesn't explain the lack of reports. No missing workers. No incidents. No evidence. Every theory has problems. Every explanation leaves questions. In the weeks after Jason disappeared, his family never stopped searching. Jim and Kelly Jolkowski. They created a foundation, Project Jason, dedicated to missing adults, helping other families, raising awareness. They've helped thousands over the years, but they never found Jason. In 2001, the case was featured on America's Most Wanted. Tips came in, possible sightings, in Nebraska. In Iowa, in other states, none confirmed. In 2005, a body was found, in a remote area, outside Omaha. Police thought it might be Jason. DNA testing. It wasn't him. In 2011, on the 10th anniversary, a massive search. Volunteers. Police. Search dogs. They combed the original route. Expanded areas. Parks. Abandoned properties. Found nothing. In 2018, new technology. Genealogical DNA. Investigators revisited evidence. But there's no DNA. No body. No physical evidence to test. In 2021, On the 20th anniversary, Omaha police announced, the case is still active, still a priority. They receive tips regularly, follow every lead, but 2 decades later, still no answers. In 2022, a psychic contacted the family, said Jason was buried in a specific location. The family investigated with police. They searched. Nothing. Kelly Jolkowski continues, running Project Jason, helping other families. She's in her 60s now, still hoping, still searching. Jim Jolkowski died in 2020. He never found his son. He dedicated 19 years to searching, to helping others, to keeping Jason's case alive. As of 2026, Jason Jolkowski has been missing for 25 years. His case is still open. Omaha Police Department still investigates. The FBI is involved, but there have been no arrests, no charges. No body. Jason would be 44 years old now. The neighborhood where he disappeared, still there, still quiet, still residential. Some of the same families, still living there. They remember Jason. They remember that day. 48th Street looks the same. Sidewalks. Houses. Trees. People walk it every day, not knowing that 25 years ago, a 19-year-old walked this route and vanished. Benson High School, where Jason was supposed to meet his coworker, still there, still a school. The parking lot unchanged. Project Jason, the foundation Kelly created, still operating. They've helped thousands of families, provided resources, advocacy. Support. Jason's disappearance created something good, even without resolution. In 2024, a new detective was assigned to Jason's case. He's reviewing everything, all the evidence, all the tips, all the theories, looking for something missed. But 25 years later, the trail is cold. If you have information about Jason Jolkowski's disappearance, contact Omaha Police Department for 0244-5600 or visit Project Jason, projectjason.org. The road keeps going. 48th Street still runs north toward Benson High School. 8 blocks, less than a mile, a 10-minute walk. A young man left his house in broad daylight, in a safe neighborhood, to walk 8 blocks. He never arrived. 25 years later, no one knows what happened in those 8 blocks. How do you vanish in 8 blocks? If you know something about this case, the comments are open. If you want more roads like this, I'll keep driving.